Welcome back, Tiger sports fans. We are back from fall break to give you another installment of Tiger Sports Nation. I'm Lexie Manor.
And I'm Jack Woods. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get started right away with some cross country as they traveled to Oberlin this past weekend.
That's right. Both the men and women competed in the Inter-Regional Rumble this weekend, facing off against some of the top talent in the country. The women finished in 12th behind Jenny Knowles' 20th place finish and Riley Hickman's 61st place finish. Many Tigers came away with personal bests as they gained momentum going into the conference tournament in just 2 weeks.
That's right, and the men also had a successful tournament as they finished 11th, finishing in front of 34th-ranked Trine. Cole Martin led the Tigers with his 26th place finish. Kyle Munns was able to break 26 minutes in the 8K course, running 25:48 and good enough for 60th. The men will enter the conference tournament as favorites, which will be held in Carmel, Indiana.
The football team went 1-1, Jack, over fall break, starting off strong with a 21-7 win over conference foe Hiram. The Tigers fell behind early, conceding a touchdown on the opening drive of the game. Later in the second quarter, Chase Andrews' 13-yard pass to Blake Podgline tied it before going into the locker room with the score 7-7. That's where DePauw pulled away with 2 third-quarter rushing touchdowns, and the Tigers moved to 3-2 and 3-1 in conference play. That's pretty good.
Yes, it is. But however, DePauw was unable to sustain the momentum from that game and fell to Ohio Wesleyan 28-13. The Tigers fell behind early and trailed 28-0 at the midway point of the second quarter. However, after a quarterback change, Colin Knecht threw an 8-yard touchdown to James Deaton of the last play of the half, but missed the extra point. The Tigers were able to get one more touchdown in the third quarter, but the final offensive drives were thwarted, falling to 3-3 all overall and 3-2 in conference play. We'll be looking for a win next week, right?
Yeah, actually this week they're home. I'm not sure who they play, but I know they are home.
They are home.
Hopefully they get a win there. Men's soccer was busy over fall break, playing 3 games in the span of a week. The Tigers started off with a game against Hiram at home, winning 3-2 on senior night. The team then traveled to Wittenberg, where they fell in overtime, 2-1. However, they were able to end the week on a high note, knocking off Denison and Granville 2-1 with goals from Jay Klein and Jack Siemens. The Tigers are now 3-2 in the NCAC conference and 9-5 overall, and will play Allegheny on Saturday.
Okay, and the women were also busy with 3 games of their own. It started with a close home win against Hiram by a score of 1-0. Next up were the Tigers of Wittenberg, whom they also beat 1-0, with goalie Rihanna Styler coming up with 6 saves. Wow. The trip ended in Denison, where the Tigers tied the Big Red 0-all despite their 11 shots on goal. Wow. The break moved the women to 8-5-2 overall, and they remain undefeated in conference at 3-0-2. Next up is Ohio Wesleyan at home tonight, so good luck, ladies.
Yeah, good luck. Field hockey has had 4 total games over the break. Wow. It began with 2 home games in 2 days against Oberlin and Allegheny, which they won 2-0 and 3-1, respectively. Next, they played another set of back-to-back days in Ohio, traveling from Kenyon to Wooster. Despite dropping the game at Kenyon 1-0, the Tigers bounced back to beat the Fighting Scots 2-1. The women are now over 500 at 8-7 and have a winning record in the conference as well at 3-2. They'll take the field tonight at Wittenberg and at home next Saturday and Tuesday against Denison and Earlham, respectively.
The volleyball team went 3-2 over break, starting their action in Colorado Springs. Despite losing both of the games in that tournament, the women were able to bounce back strong with 3 sets sweep over Johnson and Wales University. The sweeps didn't stop there, as they traveled to Kenyon to also beat their conference foes in 3 sets. To cap off fall break, the women traveled back home for senior night and again swept Oberlin for their 3rd victory over the break. They're 5-1 in conference play and 14-8 overall heading into their matchup at Ohio Wesleyan.
Wow, they were busy. All of our sports teams were busy over fall break. Thank you for tuning in and staying up to date with everything DePauw Athletics. Make sure to catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just look up DePauw Channel to watch all your favorite D3 TV content. Once again, I'm Lexie Manor.
And I'm Jack Woods.
Roll Tigs!